International Tennessee Whiskey Day. What does that mean for you as a company at Corsair?
Well, yeah, Tennessee is near and dear to our hearts. Obviously, the two founders were born and raised there. We are located there. We have 3 distilleries in Tennessee, and employ a fair number of Tennesseans. So anything that shines a little bit of light on the spirits industry and any kind of agricultural business within Tennessee is a huge benefit to us as a community. And in addition to that, Tennessee whiskey gets a little bit of a bad rap because it's bourbon, but it's been charcoal filtered through sugar maple charcoal. And I don't think that it gets the recognition that it kind of deserves. A lot of people lump it into bourbon.
I think everybody likes to be an iconoclast. Everybody likes to knock down somebody that's doing really well. We recently interviewed a guy, Greg Oliver, who made a documentary about Jack Daniels. And no matter what anybody says about Jack Daniels, lots and lots and lots of people like it. And I for one, never knock anybody for enjoying a whiskey. If they enjoy Jack Daniels or they only drink 21-year-old Macallans, up to yourself. As long as you enjoy it, that's entirely up to you. But I want to ask you quickly about the tourism aspect. Obviously, with COVID, things have been very strange for a period of time now. But tourism's a big thing for you in Corsair as well, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. We about half of our revenue and profit come from our distilleries. So from tours, tastings,
wow,
sales, that sort of thing.
Wow,
yeah, it's absolutely huge. Yep. Tourism in Nashville, Nashville is like one of the top tourist destinations in the United States, and that's surprising because it's completely landlocked, right?
Hang on, Elvis.
Oh, no. Oh, Elvis. No, we're not going to talk about Elvis, are we? Oh, no.
Behave, Jen. You go back, you listen to Woody Guthrie or some of them other people that you listen to, right? We're talking about Elvis, Tennessee, Elvis. That's all we need. And Dolly Parton as well. 2 of the coolest people ever.
I agree that they're the coolest people ever, but Nashville has become a very metropolitan city, and it's got draws other than the Grand Ole Opry and old school country and rock music. It's a very vibrant city now, and it's got a great food and beverage scene. Yeah. And we're growing 5 to 7% every single year, and tourists love to come, enjoy it. And they come to our distilleries, and a big part of that is the support that we get from the Tennessee Whiskey Trail, which, going back to the start of the conversation of the conflict between Kentucky and Tennessee, there's always been the Bourbon Trail, right? And we always got a little bit of tourism from that. People wanting to go see something slightly different, so they go 2 hours out of the way. But the Tennessee Whiskey Trail has really created some good awareness for tourists coming through Tennessee to see what we're doing with whiskey here.
Yeah, all of this, all really, really, really important. And I like the fact that Tennessee, this sort of regionality of places and people coming together and forming guilds and bonds and all of this kind of thing. Some people see it as separate, separating things. It's not. It's just differentiating a little bit. The whole whiskey world's not that big, really, and everybody kind of helps each other out. People get into one whiskey, they tend to get into another one.
100%. And internally, we always talk about how we can help other distilleries coming up, whether it's talking them through the engineering bit of their distillery itself, or talking to them about what kind of unique things they can do to their spirits or packaging design and everything. Like you said, it's a fairly small community, and it's very supportive of each other. We're not out there trying to bash each other over the head and steal each other's customers.
No, I always say the same thing: a rising tide lifts all ships. People helping each other out. Some guys like one brand, they like another one, and if they like that brand, they think to themselves, well, maybe try something else. And anybody I know who likes whiskey ends up building up a bit of a collection. Nobody really drinks one little brand ad infinitum.
All right.
I mean,
Now, before you go, I must ask you, because it's on the website, and I have to ask you, what's Pizza and Copper? The cats.
Copper and Pizza. Those are our Mouser cats. So Pizza was our Mouser over at our Marathon Motorworks distillery location for I guess about 8 years. She just retired. She was sent off to a farm in New Jersey to live out the rest of her days. And Copper is our Mouser over at our headquarters on Merritt. Yeah.
I salute both of them. I hate mice.
I'm a cat person. I love cats.
I love cats.
I love cats too.
Yeah,
There
I
you
love
go.
cats.
You beat me to it this week, Marty. I was going to ask them about the cats.
Yeah, I read the website first.
All right, Ryan Schrammel from the Corsair Distillery, Tennessee, and other places around those parts. Thank you very much for joining us on Irish Whiskey Review. Catch you again sometime.
Ryan, thank you very much.
Thank you guys so much. It was a pleasure.